I got a question for you guys: Is why do you hate Adam Sandler? Now I know a lot of people they feel he pretty much does the same role over and over again. They hate typecasting or similar roles, playing himself in every movie and inviting his friends in every movie. But the thing is, I'm a big Adam Sandler fan. I've always have been. He has movies I hate. Grown Ups 2. Um, let's see. Bedtime Stories I wasn't really into. Just Go With It wasn't really into. Um, what else? There was a movie that seems like recently. It was also a 2, I think. Wasn't it? Or did I like that one? It seemed like there was another. And Jack and Jill was kind of eh. It wasn't as bad as people claim it is to me. It had its funny moments, and it had its kind of cringy worthy moments. Um, I love Adam Sandler from Bulletproof. I haven't seen that movie until about I think last year. Love that damn movie. That was one of my favorite Adam Sandler movies now. Happy Gilmore. It's a little bit overrated in a way to me because I don't like it as much as other people. But I like more of Billy Madison. That's kind of what really got me into the Adam Sandler films. I hate Punch Drunk Love. At least the one time I seen it, I used to own it. I think I only watched it once. I bought it just because I had Adam Sandler in it, and I hated it completely. Uh, in Spanglish, very, very bad movie, in my opinion, of course. What else we got? My favorite Adam Sandler movies, Pixels was kind of eh. I pretty much love all three Drew Barrymore movies, Blended, uh, 31st, 51st Dates, and Wedding Singer is my three favorite. Wedding Singer is my favorite Adam Sandler movie ever. Period. I love Mr. Deeds. It's up there. Big Daddy's pretty good. Let's see. Waterboy's damn good. It's up there. It's one of the more hated films, oddly enough. Eight Crazy Nights, the animation, eh, it's kind of cheesy. It's alright at parts, but it kind of feels very. It's just a cartoon, pretty much. It has like Adam Sandler moments, but then they have cartoon moments, and it's just I don't really like the cartoon moments much. So, what else we got? We got Grown Ups One. Love Grown Ups One. Grown Ups Two is the worst. Is possibly the worst Adam Sandler movie. Maybe it was my mindset. I don't know. I think it was as bad as I remember. I should give it at least one more go to make sure it was that bad, but I really don't want to because it was just terrible. Just Go With It. Very non Adam Sandler. Or I don't remember it being Adam Sandler. The only thing I remember that movie is the guinea pig, and that's about it. And Jennifer Aniston. It was just generic. It was just very generic. Bedtime Stories. It had so much potential. The idea of the movie was really good, but it just didn't deliver in the laughs or the plot, or just it didn't really live up to any of that, in my opinion. Blended was pretty good. One of the more recent films. Click was good. It had its kind of down moments to me. It was kind of a little bit too dramedy, but it was pretty good. It was pretty good. I don't want to miss out on his more popular films. 51st Dates is pretty good. Uh, you know, I love the plot in that movie. Although I can't really understand how you can fall in love with somebody who would forget you every day. But I mean that would be difficult. But especially in real life, you got to think. In a movie it takes place in like this little time frame, but in real life, this is a lifelong process. This is in the movie it took place over like 10 years by the time the end of the movie came. So it was like, um, you know, would it get old to him? I don't know. I don't really know. I mean, if you love something, you really gonna put all your effort into it. I'm married, so I know what love's about. I will do anything for my wife. Well, she does pester for me to do a lot of things that I don't do, but you know what I mean. Like I will, if I feel like it's really important, I will do anything. But yeah. So he has a very good backlog. I mean, that alone, the movies I listed alone, make him probably better than 50% of anybody. Uh, it- you know, you can't really go wrong. And then people kind of take away his. A lot of people only really focus on his more recent films, but like I said, Blended. I even like what was that called? What movie called with what's his face from Lonely Island? Can't think of it. Daddy. Daddy, just my man. Fuck, you know that movie about the father and son. Yeah. So besides Big Daddy, well, that's stepson, but whatever. Yeah, that was pretty good. It was a little cheesy. That's my boy. That wait, is it? That's what it's called. Yeah. I thought I was getting confused between some other movie. But yeah. So, what is your thoughts on Adam Sandler? Do you think he's a bad actor? To me, I like most of his movies. Pixels was a little bit underrated in a way. I thought it was a little cheesy, but it had a lot of funny moments too. It felt like it could have just been avoided altogether. Ridiculous Six for Netflix. It was. It has funny moments. It was a little cheesy, a little over the top. If you went into it expecting like more of the serious Adam Sandler movies, like I would say Happy Gilmore, which is more of like it's over the top, but it's like the plot is pretty serious to the sort of the series it kind of gets with Adam Sandler, but basically, yeah, if you go into it thinking one of those type of movies, not and if you like Miss Little Nicky, I forgot about that movie. It's kind of like I kind of skip over that. I love the movie actually. I love Little Nicky. It's one, I don't know why it's hated as much as it is. I enjoy I have a different sense of humor than most of the people on the internet. I'm like, do you not have a sense of humor? Every time somebody like all the critics shit on these type of movies. Super Mario Brothers, the movie, very underrated movie, so hated on the internet. Mortal Kombat Annihilation, I can actually kind of see people. Well, we're kind of referring to comedy, so I'm not gonna go into Mortal Kombat Annihilation, but basically, I'm trying to say that I have a different sense of humor and I find things funny that a lot of people don't, and I don't really understand. Haunted House 1, a lot of people hated. I liked the first script. I would say I'm pretty much with everybody on Scary Movie 5. That movie was shit. I watched it 3 times now. The first time was okay. The second time was like hard to sit through, but it was like all right. It had its moments. Third time, even though I barely remember the movie, I could not. I barely could watch it. I was like on my phone the whole time while my wife was watching it. She has even lower tolerance of comedy than I do, or lower or a higher tolerance of yeah, there we go, of comedies. That's bad. I mean, she liked Norbit for crying out loud. She got me to watch that, saying it's all right, it's good, it's good. No, that movie was terrible. But yeah, you don't have to be original. Like a lot of people, they have this thing where you have to be original in 2016. Now, there's even the things you think is original or the performers, the actors that you think is so fresh and new, they probably got that from somebody in the past before your time. Nothing really is that original. They probably take something that's in the past and make it their own. There's a few original things today, but it's so few and far between. We might as well not criticize anything that's not original. Yes, it could be a little more fresh, a little more unique, but that's just the way it is. But yeah, nothing's original anymore. Stop trying to say, hey, we've seen this before. Of course we've seen this before. We've seen almost every fucking movie before. Almost every fucking movie in the 90s had this little area where there was like sadness. And, it was so formulaic. Not the Roxbury. Typical 90s movie. I loved it to death, but it still had that typical, sad part. Even not another teen movie. It was a 2000 movie, but it still had that. Even though it was a parody, it still had that semi-sad moment where, somebody fights and then they, separate. That's almost in all the fucking 90s comedy movies. There's always that sad part. It's kind of a good thing they have that because it kind of makes things a little bit, it shakes things up, basically. Instead of us, this movie going like this, it kind of goes, and that's the way I think movies should be. Sometimes it's formulaic. Sometimes we want to see something fresh. All you got to do is just kind of watch something else. Watch some indie movies. Watch something else. I just feel like a lot of people who hate on stuff, they watch too many movies. I think they watch too many of the same type of movies. I watch whatever I'm in the mood for. I play whatever game I'm in the mood for. I don't go with, just like, oh, it's out, I have to watch it or play it. I have my own mindset. Like, that's why I don't. a lot of people now, a lot of people expect every new movie to be watched, or else they're okay with spoiling it. I've seen multiple YouTubers, including Lunatic Leonard, go with saying, "Hey, why does everybody have to bitch about spoilers if it's been out um, for like 5 months? It's your fault that you haven't seen it." That the reason I fucking haven't seen it is because I don't want to see it. I'm not in the mood to see it. The new Star Wars movie, the reason I haven't seen it was because I want to see the old ones first, because it's been so long since I've watched any Star Wars movie. I'm not the biggest fan, but I like them, and I'm not like a fanatic or anything, but they're okay movies. Especially Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi and Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, I think. Yeah. Um, but yeah, those three movies, great. They're great movies. But don't fucking bitch about us not watching them in time. Of course, we're going to watch them at our own pace. I mean, I know this has kind of gone off topic, but it's something I wanted to mention. I didn't want to make my own video about it. I mean, I'm going to make more unpopular opinion-based videos. I feel like that's where my criteria or my basis for thought is. I don't really know how to word it. But thanks you guys for watching. Please subscribe, like, and comment. All that good stuff. Share. That would even be better. Especially if you're like, nobody. I don't know. I was going to go somewhere, but it's unrealistic. But yeah, so what do you guys think of Adam Sandler? Do you feel like, do you have a valid reason? Like, you have a really good reason besides the fact that he just does the same thing? I mean, I don't know. Like, the older you get, like I said, the more you've seen, the more you are less impressed by the similar things. And the way I've always done it, like I told you with the games and the way I play them, I just take breaks from these type of things. I am okay. I kind of separate myself from the Adam Sandler type comedies, and I go for maybe some dramas. Jurassic Park, I was watching those a little bit. I watch some horror movies here and there. I don't watch too many horror movies because then I would feel like it gets formulaic. I would like to forget some stuff. My memories used to be crystal clear. They used to be photographic. But now it's like I can barely remember anything I've watched. Yeah, I could still remember Not Another Teen Movie because I watched that movie a gazillion times. It helped me during my teen years. It was my favorite movie. And I was just like, it made me happy. And I was depressed as shit. So I watched that movie over and over again. And I had nothing else. I didn't have internet. Didn't have any games to play. So again, I'm going off topic, but I'm going to cut it off here. Thank you guys for watching. Just let me shut up, Josh.